All right, guys, welcome back to another video here. We are back in what seems like Florida after being in the 30 inches of snow in Pennsylvania. Every time I talk about it, it goes up, and it's like telling like how big the fish is that you catch. So we're back down here in North Carolina. It's like 40 degrees, so it's nice warm one here. And we are headed to the dyno here shortly. So tomorrow's video, you're gonna see a dyno video with the bull MARO. But we just did a Q&A. A lot of people talking about what's up with this black MARO in the background. So we're gonna talk about that now. We're gonna go over a little overview before we head to the dyno. Turbo giveaway is coming to an end Friday. It is triple entry on Friday. So Friday is the last chance to get entered. You got till Friday at midnight, and any orders purchased on Friday starting at 12:01 Friday morning to 11:59 Friday night are triple entry. So you can get entered to win that badass TDI 85mm turbo. It's an absolute unit. It's pretty badass. It'll definitely make a lot of power. It is the largest turbo we've given away, and it's definitely the nicest. So check that thing out. TDI turbos, they're absolutely amazing. Jose at Force Inductions, it's a sister company, so you know it's a good stuff. So, all right, let's talk about the bull MARO. Obviously, from first appearance, does not look like a stock 5th gen. Jason Brazzel, BPF, did a ladder bar back half on it, and he BPF. What's that? The other BPF. The other BPF, not Blackfill Fabrication. Brazzel Performance Fabrication. Jason, you guys know Jason, he did a back half on there, so it's got a strange 9-inch 40 spline axles, aluminum bolt through third member, and then it's got an Applied Racing ladder bar kit on there on a set of, I think they're like 7-inch travel AFCOs. It's got anti-roll bar, and it's no wishbone on this. It's a Z-Link style. He also built this badass wing for 5th gen, so this is a custom BPF wing. There's not too many options out there as far as wings go, so Jason whipped this one up. It's a nice aluminum fabrication one, and then it's been wrapped with a carbon fiber, so it looks really good. We did a lot of work on this thing. Ben did this nice little trick trunk popper here, because if you don't know, the 5th gen Camaros have the automatic, there's no like trunk latch or anything, so you got this automatic popper here, and if that doesn't work, then you got this pin here to pull to open the lever. Jason, you can see he laid some of the bars back here. We got an ice tank for the air-to-water intercooler fuel cell. We hooked up a 10-gallon-a-minute air-motive pump, and then we got a battery in here, a kill switch right here, so everything will be good for racing. This is a really nice car. It has been tubbed, so you can see it's got the big wheel tubs under there. Right now, it is on a 15 by 14, everyone's favorite big small tire, so 15 by 14. This is a this is one of the Alumistar rears, and then it's got the matching Alumistar fronts. So the fronts are pretty nice. You guys know on my 5th gen, I always complain that the wheels stick out too far. This one has the new strange brakes, comes with their hubs. We're running a strange coilover on there, just like the cow, and the wheel and tire package with the brakes are awesome. So you got strange front and rear on this thing. So trunk looks good, got the wing on there, it's all supported strutted. We got trunk popper, so everything back here is nice. We'll try to take a peek underneath and see what we can see. There it is, got the strange rear end. You got the big shocks. There is the fuel filter. Here's the pump. I don't know if you guys can see that. Anti-roll bar up top. And as you can see, I love it. The brakes hanging out of the inside of the wheel. It's a 15 by 14 with a 3-inch backspace. So same setup that I run on the Colorado now, and it'll be set up to run, you can run, if you want a 12-inch wide wheel, it'd be 15 by 12 with a 1-inch backspace, so like an RC Components. So there you can see it's got the Applied Racing ladder bar kit on there. Just a pretty nice unit. We ran brake lines and everything, so everything's all done. Like I said, we're about to head to the dyno, and that'll be like the last little shakedown of it. All steel, all glass. Sorry, all steel, all glass. It's got glass all the way around. One of the issues that we ran into is the wiring of this car was all ripped out. So we had to run some different, some windows. The biggest, I'd say one of the bigger issues, everything else is pretty simple. A lot of the race cars that we got don't have power windows, or they just have like a Lexan where they're just stuck there so the windows never go down. But this one, so we got some nice little window switches in there, and then we got the bump box and the shifter, Holley Terminator mounted right there, so everything is easily accessible. It's got a steering column in there, got a nice aluminum race wheel, strange hub adapter on there, everyone's favorite quick release. Tough to do with one hand. There you go, we got it. And yeah, 2 Kirky seats, got harnesses in there. Very nice cam lock harnesses. As you can see, there's the cage work that Jason did. You got a, what was that ARC switch panel. All the cage work back here, it's all tinned, all the floor's been tinned and everything like that. Still got the radios back there. No radio on this thing though. VFN fiberglass dash. Like I said, 2 Kirky seats. Got some wiring, some relay panels and everything down there. And then if we go up front, this is where stuff starts to get exciting. It's got a TKM power plant, 427 Dart iron block, set of Flowtech headers, trick flow heads, hydraulic roller deal here. It's got a very healthy turbo cam in there. It's got a BTR intake, so the trick flow heads are Cathedral port, everyone's favorite port. And let's see, BPF turbo kit. It's got a Force Inductions 88mm turbo GT55 chassis. We're really getting into specs on this one here. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm sorry, but have another tab next to YouTube open. When I say like GT55, you can Google that and be like, oh, that's what he's talking about. It's the frame of the turbo. It's a GT55 chassis turbo. We got strange manual brakes on there. Nice Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator. It's got dual radiators on there, so the car is running on E85. Oh, do we need to get E85 before we hit up there?
We got something.
We got. My man, I think I actually bought that.
Yeah, you did.
I did buy that. Hey. Yeah, so this thing, it's set up. This is like a more radical street car. It's got an alternator on there, water pump, radiators, runs on pump E85. It should be, you know, a very stout, nice little piece. Oh, also one of the big things here, I forgot, I almost didn't talk about it. It's got a manual steering rack. For the 5th gen Camaros, there like hasn't been anything out there. Flaming River makes it, and as you can see, it's got this billet adapter. So Flaming River actually makes the steering rack, and it's shorter than factory, and it doesn't bolt up to the what is the proper term?
The wheels were like towed in, and there was like 2 or 3 threads into the outer what is it called, the
tie rod?
The outer tie rod. So like less threads than you'd want normally,
and it still wasn't even close.
Still wasn't even close.
So there was a company that we got in touch with that made like an adapter. Flaming River actually told us to contact them. So you buy the bolt-in rack, and it bolts in, but then it doesn't quite fit right, so you got to get these adapters. And then the joint to go to the right, it's this one, right? Wasn't it, we had to switch that? It wasn't the same
yeah,
it wasn't the same thread as factory. You think if it's bolt-in and you want to run it with a factory column, but you can't run it with a factory column. You have to, I mean, you could, but you'd have to cut and put a different, like one of those Flaming River joints in there, which like something like that, they're very expensive.
Yeah, they're $100.
Yeah, $100 pop. So yeah, but it's a nice little piece here. We got dual wastegates, dual 60mm wastegates down there, so it should be able to regulate a bunch of airflow, so boost should be very precise. Other than that, I mean, it's got the underdrive balancer on it. I mean, it's a nice little unit.
With exhaust too.
Yeah, dual exhaust. So it's a very nice piece. Jason BPF did the turbo kit, and it sounds meaty. Ben, you want to fire it up? Now this is cold start E85, first crank in the morning. Yeah, we make sure it's in park. It's the first thing we do. 10 gallon a minute pump. Yep, she's loud. It's also got a scavenge pump on it down here. Helps scavenge the oil from the turbo. Yeah. It sounds meaty, that's for sure. The fuel pump back here. What's that?
Window. They go down really fast.
Look at that. Yeah, the window's working. You guys will probably see this thing around here, North Carolina, Red Springs, Thunder Valley, 710, probably some no preps, Kinston, Jacksonville. It's gonna be a really nice car. My buddy Sean and Trey, this is their car, and Mitchell Farms, bunch of awesome dudes, and we're very excited to get this car all wrapped up so they can go out there. We're gonna be racing with them all year, and we're gonna be having a bunch of fun. Yeah, so hoping everything goes smooth on the dyno here. We can get it back to them, and then once the weather gets a little bit warmer, we can do some racing. So yeah, we're gonna stick in the box right now, and we are going to head to TCAM Performance, get up on the dyno there. Kevin's gonna do some tuning, and what a great way to start your morning here. And an Ellis Nasty loading up to go to TCAM. Yay. Also, I'm killing myself because I released the video at midnight last night and I'm an idiot. So other than that, we're good. Phil, you gotta say anything?
Oh, I released the video like 10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Plug the channel.
And the highest viewed video I have right now has nothing to do with anything that I build, but it's a bunch of random clips of me bitching, which is really weird.
What's the video? What's the video title?
It's why I don't trust people. It's some Whistle and Diesel type shit.
Wow. All right.
If you understand, you know.